we'll take attendance real quick. And then we'll go ahead and start this review game. Okay, so Joel,
Hey.
Scarlett,
Here.
Caleb,
Here.
Austin, Reagan,
Here.
Jana,
Here.
Shea, and Olivia's not here, right?
No.
Okay. Veronica,
Here.
Andrew,
Here.
Jalen, Ariana,
Here.
and Autumn. Alright. Okay, so we've done something like this earlier in the 9 weeks, but I've made my own little twist on it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to split up into 2 teams. What do you guys want to do, boys versus girls?
Yes.
We've done that, I think, every time we've done a review game. Okay? Yeah? Boys versus girls, okay?
We
Alright.
won last one.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
Okay, guys, okay.
Negative 500.
No, you didn't. That was the first.
That was the first time they got negatives. That's okay, because there's no negatives this time. So, okay. So we'll do boys versus girls. So go ahead and girls can come over here. Boys can stay right here. And so we're gonna do this similarly to when we played Jeopardy. Okay. So we're gonna go one at a time, like first, second, third, going up like that. Okay. And then we'll restart. So everyone's gonna go one at a time. And so what this is gonna do, guys, is you're gonna have a question slowly start dropping down from the top here, and it'll be going towards the ground, and you have to answer it before it hits the ground, okay? And so if you get it right before it hits the ground, then you'll get a point. And if neither of you get it, then no one will get any points, and we will talk about it and we'll explain it before we move on to the next question, okay? And then, when we get close to the end of the class, we'll have something kind of like Final Jeopardy, but it's a matching game. Okay, so you'll be able to go up to the board, and there's going to be flashcards all over the board, and so you'll elect one person from your team to come up and do this. It's timed, okay? And so you have to click on the term, the question, and you have to click on answer, and then it'll go gray. Okay, and then the first one to get all of them correct gets an extra 5 points, okay? All right, so go ahead. Let's do the first boy and girl. Okay. All right. All right, you ready? And go. Through what years did Wegener come up with continental drift theory?
1910 to 1950.
Good, good. Excellent.
Sorry.
Boom. 1 point for the ladies. Mr. Gordon, can I erase this stuff over here?
Yep.
It's
Over the years. No. Yeah, not very over the years.
Yep. Boys. Girls. And girls. That's the first point. You guys remember that? So he didn't come up with it immediately. There was kind of a range there where he came up with it. And then gathered all the evidence and then gave it to the scientific community. Okay? So, 1910 to 1915. All right. What are the landforms that are evidence for continental drift?
South America, Africa, North America.
Not quite. Landforms. Landforms. Mountain ranges, remember? The continents are not landforms. Remember? We've got to say mountain ranges. You had it right. You say you had the continents correct, but you have to talk about the mountain ranges. Okay? If there's a short answer or extended response on the test and it talks about landforms, you have to put mountain ranges in there. If you just put the continents, I don't know if you're talking about the puzzle evidence or if you're talking about landform evidence. Okay? Do I have to type all this out? I hope not. outside the box. What are the two climatic evidences in Wegener's theory?
Is it coal and glaciers?
It's what?
Like coal mines and glaciers?
Do you have an answer?
Like the puzzle thing, and then like the fossils.
Nope. Climatic. You got one of them right, Jalen. It was the glacial footprints, the glacial striations, but it was also tropical fossils. Okay, so I'll give you a half point for that. Half point for the boys.
Just look at half the box. Oh, it's one.
Yeah, we'll do 1/2 here. Remember, climatic evidence. Do you remember that, guys? What's the word you pull out of climatic? Climate, which has to do with weather. So you have to consider the puzzle fit isn't necessarily going to be weather, right? It's going to be glaciers, glacial striations found in tropical places, and then tropical plant fossils found in cold places. Okay? Oh, that's okay. We'll let this go through.
You can pause it.
I forgot that this.
You can pause it.
That's okay. I forgot this one.
Someone's at the door. Who's there?
Well, my parent.
Alright guys, so we'll just talk about this one. I forgot that it automatically goes as soon as you enter. Okay, so how could Wegener use the theory of seafloor spreading?
It shows like how the continents could have moved.
Yeah, remember, what was the reason, you don't have to, well, you guys will go to the next question, but remember why the scientific community didn't believe Wegener was because he didn't have what?
Proof of how.
Yeah, he didn't have the how, right? He had the evidence for the fact that they were once together in Pangaea, but they didn't have how they moved. They couldn't fathom that there was some kind of force strong enough to move entire continents thousands of miles apart, okay? So you guys stay up here. As soon as I paste this into here, it's going to flip to the next one, okay? Be ready. Be ready to answer. How is the age of the seafloor evidence? How is the age of the seafloor evidence for seafloor spreading? The ages of the seafloor. Do you guys understand the question?
No.
So remember, there are different ages along the seafloor. The seafloor is not all one. It was not all one age. Why is the age of the seafloor evidence for seafloor spreading?
Because in the middle it was like younger, and then it was like new rock on top.
And then that's just one part. It's younger in the middle, and then so what's on the outside?
The older rocks.
Right. So that's the other part. So you'll both get a half point for that. You've got to have both. You got to have both. Remember, it's not just that there's young rocks in the middle, but you've got to say that there's old rocks on the outside. New rocks form in the middle. Those are the young ones, and then that pushes the old rocks out to the side. That's seafloor spreading. Okay. You'll go next. Yep. Just follow the line.
Oh, no, I don't want to. She scares me.
Okay, so you'll both get a half point for that one. Oh, so the boys have a full point now.
Yeah. Full special. We actually have a point.
Girls now have a point and a half. All right, you guys ready? As soon as I paste this in here, it'll move on to the next one. All right.
You ready, Drew?
Ready?
No.
What are the two fossils that made up Wegener's fossil evidence?
Come on, Drew.
Why, Drew? You go to
What are the two fossils that made up Wegener's fossil evidence?
I know this is
He gets this wrong. Joel knows the answer.
It looks like the peanut gallery knows it, but you guys don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's sitting here like this.
5 seconds. You guys don't know?
Yes. So you might get it right. Raise your hand.
Okay, so hold on. Go back to your groups. Talk about it with your group. Don't say it out loud. Talk with your group, and then come back up here and give me the answer.
Say you did.
Go ahead, talk about it. Talk about it for a few seconds. All right, come back up. Come back up. Come back up. Come back up. Girls, give me one. Yes, good. Glossopterus and Mesosaurus. So you'll both get a half a point. You guys are inching forward. All right, guys. Here we go.
All these dinosaurs are affected the brain.
All right, guys. Okay, do you guys? Okay, remember that? Mesosaurus and Glossopterus. Let's go, Asteroid. Do you guys remember what Mesosaurus was? It was a dinosaur. What was it?
It was a reptile.
Yeah, it was not just a reptile. What kind of reptile?
Freshwater.
Good. That is key because remember the Mesosaurus was found with the same adaptations on 2 completely different continents. Okay? And if it's a freshwater reptile, can it swim the thousands of miles through the saltwater ocean? No, it cannot. Which means that these continents had to have been at one point together. Alright? And Glossopterus was what? You guys remember Glossopterus? It was a big fern tree, right? 11, 12 foot tall fern tree. Yeah, that's good. The Glossopterus fossil was over every one of the southern continents. Okay?
I didn't even know what you meant.
What? Southern? Okay. Okay, we've got a little bit of time. What are the 4 evidences for continental drift?
Climatic, landform, puzzle, and cold.
Oh, he said cold.
What are the 4 evidences for continental drift?